Chapter 26, Kolkata to Kandy, 29th of January to 27th of February. So having put the Kandy Landy in a container, time to say goodbye to Kolkata and the team at the hotel we've been staying at. And before too long, we'd flown back into Colombo, Sri Lanka. We knew it'd be at least 2 weeks before we saw our Landy again. So first stop was the Cool Face Hotel, which brought back great memories of when we had our reception just before we were married 15 months ago. Got to say, the food in Sri Lanka is superb. This is how you make chicken kottu. And then on the 3rd of February, it was our 300 days since we left UK. So had some time at the Gallery Cafe, another of our favourites, and fine wine and a wonderful meal. 4th of Feb was Independence Day, celebrating when the Brits were kicked out. And also a chance to catch up with Niro's school friends, Samu, Bimba and family. Really good to catch up with our old mate Jake as he finished his time in Sri Lanka, which he loved. He's heading off to India, so good luck with that, Jake. And then we saw more of the sights in Colombo, including the museum, some Sri Lankan music. The Sri Lankan cricket team that had just whipped the Australians in a one-day international, and fashion show, believe it or not. Lots of very nice bad stuff. And also managed to catch up with our wedding organiser Saranga and her wonderful family, which was a real treat. Thank you, Saranga. Valentine's Day back at the Gallery Cafe, and a quick trip to the Ministry of Crab and our favourite prawn curry. And finally, on the 18th of February, after 3 weeks of thoroughly enjoying this beautiful city, the Landy was ready to collect. Huge thanks to Udeni and Asita for helping us trek through the paperwork and navigate the bureaucracy. Time for the can opener. Well, it is now 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday the 19th of February 2025, and guess what? We are back in our Land Rover. It's actually 4 weeks today when we first handed over the carnet in Calcutta. It's good to be back in the Landy. Also thanks to Mark Forbes for putting us in touch with LR Motors, who did a great job at fixing up our Land Rover, including replacing the universal ball joint which was on its way out. Thank you for that. And then we had to get our licence sorted at the AA, get the car certified at a couple of other spots, and finally get it insured, all of which took a rather painful 3 days. But finally, we're on our way from Colombo to Kandy.
It's about a 4-hour drive from Colombo to my home city of Kandy. Kandy is the old capital of Sri Lanka and where the last king ruled the country until 1815. It's a beautiful city built around the lake and surrounded by spectacular rolling hills and flowering trees. We just had a few days here before flying to Australia and New Zealand for a month to see my sisters and some of Nick's friends. So nice to see my parents again and family and friends who live nearby. Special thanks to my friend Timberings by Purnima for making us this picture of the Landy. And so we got the formal Sri Lankan fridge sticker authorizing us to leave our Kandy Landy with my dad for a month. We were already looking forward to picking it up again on 1st of April. We would then complete a 4-week tour of Sri Lanka to wrap up our Luntu vessel adventure. Can't wait!